Oh, hello everyone. That's gone quiet again. Why is that gone quiet? There we go. There we go. Put you down so you don't get disorientated. Hope everybody's well. Hope my hair looks good. And I just want to say thanks to everybody for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time to watch and comment and do that sort of stuff. I'm really, really appreciative of that. So thanks for watching. Thank you for watching the content. Right, so, here we go. So today's been a bit of a weird morning, apart from the fact that it's like winter in spring. But I've had a little bit of a trolling this morning, so a little bit of a trolling via Facebook, which is always good, which shows that you're getting noticed, I suppose, and it's always nice to know that someone's put the effort into to set up a fake Facebook account to contact you, which shows they've actually put some effort into the trolling, which is awesome. So, yeah, that's what's happened to me this morning. So, yeah, I mean, the first thing this whole concept of the way the world is nowadays, of course, a very different place to even sort of, 10, 15 years ago in terms of the reach we have now. In respect of social media, internet, all this sort of stuff, which is great, and it connects people more than ever. Big problem is that anybody can be anything they want now online, and they can pretend to be things that they're not, which can cause a lot of problems because people tend to then lose touch with reality and tend to lose touch with what's actually important, and they live this almost virtual life, which unfortunately at the moment there is still a real world out there, and it's forcing people to kind of forget who they are a little bit. And also, which is the point of what's brought this on, is it makes us listen to opinions that are completely irrelevant. A few years ago, I heard a concept which was awesome, which was there's only 4 people's opinions that you should listen to. And I borrowed this from a guy called Paul Moore, who I think got it from a guy called Garrett White. But so all this stuff's regurgitated. So, but it was a really, really good concept, and it really struck a chord. Which is the 4 people that you should listen to. The 4 people's opinions you should listen to are your family, so your family first. Well, no, sorry, yourself. Sorry, yourself first off. Then your family, immediate family. Or people that your decisions will influence, and I'll explain that one in a minute. Third one is people that pay you. So it's a bit silly complaining about your job when you still want the money because they pay you. And then the fourth one is the people that you pay for advice. So those 4 people. So number 1, yourself. So learn to trust yourself. So learn to trust you and your own opinion. Because only you know you as well as you can. The second one, when I say immediate family, what I mean by that is people that have got a vested interest in you, or you've got a vested interest in them. So, my fiance, who I live with, I value her opinion. Because I want to share my life with her. So, but for example, somebody that doesn't live with me, who's still a family member, that's not what I mean, because they've got no sort of vested interest on whether or not I'm successful or not, and my decisions don't really affect them. So, number 1, trust yourself. Number 2, number 1, listen to your own opinion. Number 2, listen to the opinions of the immediate family and people that you want to spend your life with. Number 3, you should listen to the opinions of people that pay you, whether that be me, clients, whether that be your job, whatever. And then fourth one, if you're paying somebody for advice, then that's that person's opinion. Ideally, you should listen to because you're paying for a service. Anybody else is kind of irrelevant, but that opens up a can of worms because nowadays we can share things instantaneously to the world via Facebook, Twitter, social media, all these things, and we can automatically get a load of opinions back which may not always be relevant. And chances are, if we're going out to social media, because we are connected with people that years ago we perhaps wouldn't be connected with anymore, we're getting opinions from people who don't matter to our lives, and we waste a lot of energy trying to justify ourselves and validate ourselves with people that aren't that important to us when we sit there, pause, and sit there and think about it. So if I get sort of messages or stupid messages via Messenger or text or email from people online, they're hiding behind this virtual mask. And if I let that affect me, or continue to affect me, because of course these things piss you off in the instant, because you're human. If I let these things affect me, then what's going to happen? It's going to suck my energy. It's going to stop me focusing on the things that I want to focus on, and it's going to lead me astray. So if I make this relevant to the work that I do in terms of health and fitness, for example, we go out and get opinions from people who are irrelevant, who have no knowledge, who have no experience, who don't know us, and then we let them lead us down a path that could lead to failure and lead us to wasting our energy. When reality is, we should be paying somebody and asking somebody for help who's going to guide us professionally, rather than just go out to the world and get all these opinions from people who have no bearing on whether or not you succeed. Because if you get some random person's opinion from Facebook who's got no relevance to your life, and you listen to that opinion, which you're more than entitled to do, but if you're getting the wrong advice from somebody that has got no impact on your life, then that could potentially lead you down a garden path that's not a great way to end up. So this is why, you know, this stuff is great nowadays. Social media is awesome. It's got its place in society, and we're moving and evolving, but you can't take this shit too seriously, because if you do, you are going to get suckered into this virtual world that isn't real. You know, people can now pretend to be whoever they are. You've got people renting cars and putting pictures on, pretending that it's theirs, and you've got people who are showing pictures of like clothes that they've bought on credit in a house that's falling apart, but they're trying to look good on the surface. Whereas when you go beneath the surface, there isn't much character and there isn't much there, because anyone can post anything nowadays. Anyone can say anything with a phone or with a keyboard, and it's not reality, and that's not who they really are, because what you post in private reveals you in public. Because when it comes to public, that's what we see, and that's why it's creating a problem. And it was really, really brought to the fore this morning. Like I said, when I do get strange messages online from people, because it says, yeah, exactly, that's the world we live in. Anybody can say anything to anybody and hide behind this mask of a, you know, fake Facebook profile. Then they can delete the fake, but you know what I mean? It's like, well, great. You know, it's just, you know, it's a sad old world in that respect, and it's a shame that people put their energy into that rather than actually trying to make a difference and trying to be constructive. So the point of this video today for everybody is quite simply this: we have to accept that it's a different world nowadays, and while this stuff's awesome and it connects us all, it also can be very damaging if we take it too seriously, and if we get caught up in living in the virtual world rather than living in the real world, and actually doing things that matter and focusing on things that matter to us, rather than just this constant Facebook, Twitter, whatever it might be, this constant need to validate ourselves in reality, in this virtual world, rather than actually validating ourselves in the real world. So just be careful, and if you are in the game of trying to develop yourself, whether it be health and fitness, whether it be business, whether it be relationship, whether it be any of it, you've got to be careful whose opinions you listen to, and you've got to be careful about what you post if you're not willing to practice what you post. Classic example, my last point would be, in my world, weight loss. I see these people who post, I've lost 2 pounds, I've lost this many inches, I feel great, and then all of a sudden it vanishes, and then what we don't get then is the post saying when they put the weight back on, because they don't want to say that. They just want to say it when it's going well, or they do it to sell some dodgy product. They just do something for a couple of days to sell some dodgy product just to make a bit of money when their intentions aren't really sound. So yeah, that's what you got to be careful of. So beware of the trolls, and beware of people's opinions that you listen to who've got no relevance to your life. That's all. And by the way, I'm aware of the irony of posting this on social media. Have a good day.